Jonathan was countering, and it just, could have really gone either way. I just think the experience of Jonathan and his preparation and just the focus that he put into the whole training camp, that came through. Going to look tremendous in his main event, but we're excited about what Jonathan did. I think he made history tonight. He trained the heavyweight champion of the world last week as the chief trainer. He came back in a championship fight himself tonight, and I don't think any boxer has ever done that before. So really appreciate the support, and congratulations to Jonathan.
Okay. Yeah, DeMarco has to get sutured up, so I'll pass it over to our co-promoter, Gary Shaw, to say a few words and introduce DeMarco.
Thank you very much. Although the first fight I wasn't involved in, Jonathan, you did a great job, young man, and I was actually going to say what Tom said. I've been in boxing since 1970, and I don't remember ever in my history being on the commission or a promoter, someone training the heavyweight champion of the world, and then coming back the next week and win. So you deserve a lot of props. And to you, young man, I just give you these words of advice. I represented Lennox Lewis when we fought Rockman in South Africa. And he went down, and they probably could have counted to 60, and they'd still be counting. And he came back, and he was better than ever and greater than ever. So to you, Seth, don't give up. Don't give up defense, his offense. I know Antonio DeMarco can really bang, and he stood in there, and Broner took everything he gave him. So to you, Golden Boy, to the team, to Al Heyman, everybody else, you got one hell of a fighter. In my mind, you have the next Floyd Mayweather of boxing. Now I want to just tell you a couple of things about Antonio DeMarco. I've always said this, I'm not going to go to his backstory. He's the greatest kid that I've ever represented, bar no one. He's my family. We've lost together. We've won world titles together. We lost tonight together as a team, and we'll all come back together. He's got a huge heart. He's what every Mexican fighter stands for. I did a fight a couple of weeks ago on HBO with Marvin Quintero, and he fought for the world title, and that Mexican ran for all 12 rounds. That's not what boxing's all about. DeMarco gave all of boxing tonight a great show. He stood in there and he took everything. While I was here waiting for DeMarco, someone sent me, I guess an IM or a text. I'm not really good at this stuff, but I do want to read it to you because I believe it, and it was really very well written. And if you can indulge me, it says, Antonio DeMarco has nothing to be ashamed of. He lost to a very, very talented fighter tonight who has yet to write his own destiny. But Antonio DeMarco will be back and as good as ever, because Antonio DeMarco is what boxing, what fighters, and what the entire sport is really all about. And I thought that was really well said. So I want to give you Antonio DeMarco. I know how disappointed he is because he does fight for his wife, his child, and they have one on the way. We fought Valero in Mexico, a great, great fighter. Total insane nut that deserves to be where he is today. But DeMarco never had any quit in him, and he didn't have any quit in him today. And he lost that fight, and he learned from that fight, and he came back to be the world champion again. We haven't spoken as a team tonight, so I don't know if we'll come back at 135.
Against Valero, and we think that it was a good choice. That's how we can make a career last longer.
solo arriba del ring. Sabemos lo que pasa.
Only time, so that's why the first thing I did and said that I dedicated this victory to Emmanuel, because he prepared me for it a long time ago, and I'm definitely grateful for him for that.
Jonathan, was there any point where you thought you had him?
No, I didn't think I had him until Eddie Cotton waved it off, because I think the worst thing you could do is assume you got a guy, such a big puncher like Seth. You can't assume you have him because it's not over until the referee wave it off. Because at any given time, as I'm going for him, he could have caught me with the same shot. I could have been in just as much or worse trouble. So I wasn't overconfident. I didn't try to punch myself out. I didn't try to overdo nothing. I wanted each shot to land because I knew if it landed, it would count. And that's basically what was going through my head, because I knew for a fact that I kept in my mind that this guy's a big puncher. You cannot take advantage of anything. You can't relax, because at any given moment, at one point, I was going for a right hand and he was coming across with a left hook. So if I would have fell asleep on it, then I could have been in the same situation.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, before we introduce Broner, would like to introduce to you, he's on the fast track